What it do, my regulators? Your boy's coming through with another video, man. Today we're gonna speak on Wack 100. The Wacky, man, the Mr. Triple Double OG, quadruple know it all, don't know nothing, and his attempt of bailing out Keefe D. For those who don't know, Keefe D is right now awaiting trial on the murder of Tupac. I believe he got locked up, like at the beginning of the year or at the end of the year. And right now he's basically telling the court that his cancer came back. The food from the county is making him sick all around. And he wants to go home and have a house arrest. Dude, imagine, for murder, go home, house arrest. Must be lovely, man. But I mean, anything's possible. But anyways, so the wacky was actually trying to bail him out. His bail was $750,000, which it's not that much, you know. I remember the bail. My bail was a million. Imagine that, and I didn't kill nobody. So the money that Wacky 100 did put, it was basically $112,000. $112,000. And just to make sure I put that shit out there, $112,000. Big money, man. And he was hoping for old boy to get out, right? But the court was like, hold on, man, wait a minute, what's going on right here? They asked Wack 100 basically where that money came from, if he knew Keefe D or his connection with him, and if he had any gain to do with his release at that time. For the money, Wack 100 said that he sent the statements from his bank, and it came out of his business and stuff like that. But again, to the courts, it was kind of iffy. Like, those statements didn't convince them that much, right? So they put them to the side. Like, basically, they're gonna go more over them to make sure that everything's legit. The second question, they asked him, what is your connection with Keefe D? He said that he knew old boy. He knows him from the streets. He knows his family. He knows his son. Well, he does or not, who knows? I mean, I don't know. But I mean, if he does, I mean, he does. Like, I don't see the problem with whether you know a person. If you're gonna help somebody out, you should be able to help whoever you want, right? It's not like, oh, you have to be a family member, right? You know? And the third question, the most importantly, and the one that I'm gonna speak about the most, is basically if he had a benefit from this. To what Wacky answers that no, he's not gonna benefit from his release, from Keefe D's release. There's no benefit. So basically, the court was, hold on, man, wait a minute. Let me get the records. Hey, man, get the recordings. For those who don't know, if you go to jail, if you're in prison, when you're on the phone, there's a voice that tells you every so often, this phone is being recorded. This phone is being recorded. It reminds you every so often, man. Give you probably 3 times in the period of 15 minutes, 4 times. So they're about the recordings. And what happened in the recordings? Basically, Wack 100 was telling Keefe D that he was planning to make a 10-episode series about his life before trial. So as soon as they took old boy out, they were just gonna go for it, you know, try to get as much as they can from old boy, all that information, and make a TV series. Big money right there. Also, they said later on they were gonna do the movie. They were gonna do a movie on old boy's life. They wanted basically to see how he was as a kid, how he grew up, how he was with the Crips, the war between the West and the East and stuff like that, and everything they got involved with Tupac and stuff like that. So that was what Wack 100 was hoping for. Well, of course, the court brought this up, and his chances of bailing old boy out was none. For once, he was gonna gain something from this. Second, he couldn't prove, or the court couldn't find like enough evidence that money came from his company and it was legit money. Which on that one they're taking a hold. They're gonna evaluate all his information to investigate better, to see if it's legit or not. But trip on this though. Trip on this. There's a phone call with Keefe D, right, and his wife, and where they're arguing or whatever. They're talking about Wack 100, and Keefe D is basically telling his wife that Wack 100 doesn't have that much money. He's not the one putting that money. It's basically a Jew from Hollywood, one of those movie producers or somebody who owns a movie studio, whatever. And they're just using Wack 100 to put a face, to basically say that it's him who's trying to bail him out. Like 100 said, like the Wack 100 said, he's just being a torpedo right now. He just sent him in a mission. He's supposed to bail out. Oh boy, he is being a torpedo, right? So I don't know what you guys think about this story, man. I would like to hear you guys your thoughts, your comments, and man, imagine if old boy gets out. They're gonna take all that information and basically make it into a movie. I'm surprised. Well, I mean, he hasn't gone to trial, so he can't say that much, And the communication, I'm assuming, through the county is just through phone. Because before we used to go, it was through the glass. So the glass, just hang up the phone and talk. But it's a phone. They're recording your conversation, so he can't say nothing. Because if not, he's basically gonna admit to his doings, and that's it. So hopefully we'll see what happens, if they're gonna let him out or not. But if they do, I'm gonna keep you guys informed, and hopefully you like this video, man. Stay true to yourself and positive, man. Stop the haterism. Straight up. Lates.